guys, so this is a bit of a weird one today. I am filming in my bathroom because I thought I'd show you my everyday skincare routine. The reason this looks so weird is because I'm filming in the mirror, but I thought that I would show you like what I do in the morning, and I'm not looking my finest right now, but hopefully as time goes on this will improve. So I thought I'd show you anyway. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I have tied my hair up in a very attractive looking pineapple style because I can't even think about washing my face with all of that hair all over the place. And I also don't like to wash my face without washing my hands, so I'll do that now. And that is because, I don't know, I just feel like if you had you've been asleep and I just think it's a bit gross. I like to have fresh clean hands when I'm washing my face. So I'll dry those off. And at the moment I'm using the Perfectly Clean foam cleanser from Estee Lauder, and I have mixed feelings on this at the moment. I do like it. I love how clean it leaves your face feeling, and I also sort of love the consistency of it. I'm actually running a bit low already. So it's just like that, and I just use that amount, so like a couple of blobs. And I dropped it on the floor. I will rub it into my face a bit before actually putting water on. I don't know why I do that. I read somewhere that it was meant to sort of like dislodge particles of sweat and dirt, which is attractive, but I'm not entirely sure. So I'll do that. A bit of water on my fingers and just tips of fingers. Not too close to my eyes, because what I will say is my least favourite thing about this cleanser is if you get it in your eye or up your nose, you probably won't see or smell again for the rest of the day. It has features akin to paint stripper in that sense. Literally, I got it in my eye once, thought I was going blind, so that's nice. So just do that, and I'll kind of repeat that a few times just to make sure I get everything out. All that lovely nighttime grog, which is just delightful. And rinse off. Ooh. I'm now soaked, so that's a good start. Ooh. And then clean towel. And I tend not to like wipe my face, so I always feel like that's like unnecessary tugging on your skin. So I just sort of like dab dry gently rather than pulling on my eyes and things like that, which will cause wrinkles that I don't want. Lovely and clean, great. The next step in my skincare routine is toner, and I have a really love-hate relationship with toner. I either think it's like the bee's knees or that it's horrible and leaves a really like sticky film. I think it's because I'll like douse a cotton pad in toner and wipe it around my face and it leaves this horrible film, whereas this is a spray which I really like. I'm using the Rhodial Dragon's Blood Hyaluronic Tonic, and it's described as the instant skin reviver. I have no idea what dragon's blood is, slightly concerning, probably should have looked that up, but yeah, I'm really liking this so far. I haven't been using it for very long, but it's really good. And the way I apply this is, I'm supposed to stand back from the camera, is I just close my eyes, just two, and that just instantly like refines pores and stuff for me, so I'm really enjoying that so far. And first thing in the morning when you're like a bit sleepy, this is just so refreshing. Now, I mentioned this next product in a recent blog post and I was raving about it no end. It is the Estee Lauder Clear Difference Advanced Blemish Serum. Bit of a mouthful. This is aimed at those with adult acne, which, as you can see, I have the occasional spot, but I don't really suffer with acne, but I really love that this sort of removes any blemishes you have. I find that it's very like hydrating as a serum as well, and it's oil free, so if you do have oily skin it won't leave you like extra oily. And then the way I applied this is just like a solid pump and maybe a half on the back of my hand, and then I'll just sort of get my ring finger and dab it on like areas that I feel are most problematic. So I've got a little like weird blemish on my lip at the moment and on my forehead and always on my chin, and then I'll just sort of like gently rub that in with obviously clean fingers. I tend to use this more in the morning, just purely because I use other serums in the evening, and I just rub that all over my face, especially on problem areas, and yeah, brilliant. Next up is my favourite step of my skincare routine, and that is facial oil. At the moment I'm using the Pi Rose Hip Bio Regenerate Oil, and this stuff is fab for sort of removing old scars from blemishes and spots, which I have a few of from sort of teenage spots and things like that. So I just use a couple of drops of this, and the way I apply this is not dissimilar to the serum. I just sort of suck a little bit up in the pipette, a couple of drops, maybe 2, maybe 3. So I'll just dab those on to the problem areas and then sort of massage in, which is probably the most therapeutic thing in the entire world. I could literally do this all day. Spend far too long on this step. I'll often just stand here for about like 5 solid minutes, just like touching up my face. Okay, after using the oil, I'll wash my hands to get rid of sort of like any excess, and the next step for me is eye cream. I am currently using the Superfacialist by Una Brennan Vitamin C Brighten Dark Circles Eye Cream. Right, I will always buy eye cream that's geared towards sort of darker circles because I look like a panda 24/7 with these. They are a nightmare and I struggle to cover them, let alone treat them. So this one I really like for mornings, and I use a Dr. Vale for Origins one in the evening because it's slightly more hydrating and slightly heavier, but I find that this one sits really nicely under makeup. As with all eye cream, I believe that a tiny amount is all that's necessary, so I will use about that much, I don't even know if you can see that, for both my eyes. So sort of tap them together and then just on like the bone rather than like right up to my eyeball, sort of tapping and smoothing motions, maybe up a little bit. I do find it really strange that you're not supposed to put eye cream on your eyelids, because I feel like your eyelids sag and they would age, but I do as I'm told. And so I just leave it at that. If I'm feeling like my eyes are looking particularly puffy, then I'll use this over the top. This is the Clinique All About Eyes Serum, and it's a depuffing eye massage, and it's got this like lovely cold like eyeball roller thing, and it's even nicer if you leave it in the fridge. But I just sort of use that like, oh, see, that is so nice. And it just sort of like reduces any puffiness quite significantly, really. And I just sort of like leave that on. I could do that all day as well, that's so nice. And it sort of just reduces the puffiness and the dark circles as well, which is really, really nice. So if you're looking for something that's sort of like not really heavy for the morning and reduces puffiness, this is an absolute godsend. I would never be without this. Okay, final step is moisturiser. At the moment I am using the Clinique Moisture Surge Extended Thirst Relief Gel Cream. I love this. I was told that you're not supposed to use this on its own. It's meant to be sort of like a top-up moisturiser, but I've used it on its own for years and I still love it, so I don't know, maybe I'll get in trouble with the Clinique lady. So I just sort of use as I go, just a tiny bit to begin with, and then if I've got particularly dry skin that day, I will put some more on. But I love this stuff. It's so refreshing, especially in the summer. And I'll be sure to always bring it down my neck a little bit, because you don't want an old wrinkly neck, do you now? I think that's it from me today. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and comment and all that good stuff. And if you would like to see an evening version of this video, then do give me a shout and let me know in the comments so that I can do that for you. I hope you're all well, and I will see you all soon. Bye!